That was my daddy's sister's pot. And we have had a mini pot roast with the onions and potatoes and everything cooked in that pot.
That was a pre-pressure cooker type.
Exactly.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it was handed down to me. And I don't know no better, not even my family, than to give it to Sandra. She is a really, Sandra is like a daughter of mine.
Miss Ball, this is about show and tell. Don't talk about it.
I can't help it. Truth be truth. And I give God all the credit. Because coming out of Bremen, from there to here, I know she could have found some other place other than the place she got for me. And what else did you have?
Well, another little addition to this, if you don't mind, is that when I ride around to learn the area, I'm very fascinated with old buildings. As Elaine might be able to tell you, that's true. And Susan, I'm fascinated by old buildings, and I always want to fix one up. If there was some way or some means, I would do it. And I passed by this old house on Blue Creek, and getting to know Miss Ball better and better, I realized it's the woman she's speaking of, Stella, who is the sister of. Stella is Fraser's sister. I can't remember the line of them, but this pot was in the house that I really enjoy looking at, and the house is still standing, even though it's very elderly. I think they might even store hay in it now, but
Yeah.
I think to myself, gosh, if you could go back in time, there's a couple of things I would like to do. And one of them is have a dinner with Stella with this pot in that home that's still standing there. And the other one is to have the pleasure of having dinner with Grandma Millie, which is Miss Ball's grandmother. But this pot, I kept admiring it on her porch and thinking, God, I wonder if that pot could talk. I bet it has a lot of stories to it. And we would begin to have conversations about it, and then I knew it was Stella's pot. And then one day she just said, Sandra, I really think you ought to have this pot. And I just was floored that she would offer it to me. But even though it can't speak, just looking at it, it has a lot of stories that you can imagine just looking at it. And I can just smell sometimes the roast that would be cooking in that. And her aunt Stella would just been a great person that I would meet, and I hope to meet her one day upstairs. So that would be fascinating for me. But anyway, it's just cute, and it's still, in such good shape, and I'll try to do the best I can with it, like I said, as long as it belongs to me. And then inside, this is something that belongs to Miss Ball's. It belonged to her mother.
This is my mother's biscuit cutter.
Oh my goodness.
She could make biscuits that would melt in your mouth.
Oh.
And I have used it. And I will know nobody else. I'd rather have it inside.
Still in good condition.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll even pass it around. It's the cutest little thing. It's got a little wear to it, but you know what? It still works, and I can prove it because I brought the pictures